My name is Marc Montini, and my company is the Montini & Company Tax Advisory Group. In this short video series, I have asked my retirement clients, my financial planning clients, what their biggest fears were before they retired and what their biggest fears were after they retired. I hope their experiences can help you with your retirement journey. My next question comes from my clients, George and Margie. And George and Margie have been with me from the day that I opened my doors. So one of my very first clients, and wonderful humans, and I appreciate them very much as clients. Their questions go like this. My wife and I have been blessed with a retirement income that is greater than our current expenses. However, we anticipate a significant increase in our medical bills and home care needs as my wife was recently diagnosed with early signs of Alzheimer's. Given the current status of the economy, inflation, and fluctuating interest rates, what would be a conservative, stable strategy for investing the extra money so that its value is protected as well as accessible without withdrawal penalties? So because their pension income is so significant and it's so much more than what their income needs are, they have accumulated a lot of cash. And we just got together a few weeks ago to discuss what to do with all this extra cash. And understanding what they're going through and what their future looks like, ultimately my recommendation was to leave it be. Keep it in their savings account so that when these things come up, when their additional expenses do come up, that they have that money right there at their needs. Now, if this were a newer client and I had time, we weren't faced with these adverse circumstances so quickly. If I had time, we can invest that money very conservatively and keep it 100% liquid. Life happens and things are going to come up in retirement, and we always need to make sure that we have those sufficient liquid assets on hand to cover expenses or trips or home repairs, things like that. So keeping an eye on liquidity is very, very important. My wife and I, this is the second question, my wife and I are in our mid to late 70s. We have a major portion of our IRAs in annuities. Our annuities have been effective in protecting our initial investments from various market swings. However, since the economy is now impacted by high inflation and rising interest rates, our invested annuities affected by these economic negatives. So the particular annuity that I utilized with these clients is what's called a fixed indexed annuity. And what a fixed index annuity does is it offers guarantees against stock market losses. The problem with annuities is that they're not as liquid as we need them to be. Annuities typically are only going to allow you to take out 10% each year without a penalty. Anything more than that, and again, there's a charge for that. So, but in terms of how they protect in these challenging times, is that in the event of a market correction, kind of like what we're going through right now here throughout 2022, the worst conversation that I have with my clients that have some dollars in an annuity is, yeah, the stock market's really bad and you made zero, but you didn't lose anything. And that's a big reason why I utilize an annuity, is that it allows us the ability to reduce risk in layers. That first layer being some dollars going into an annuity and understanding that those dollars have no stock market risk. The next layer would be utilizing a portfolio manager that may limit losses potentially to be no greater than 10%. Then if there's more dollars available, I will utilize other portfolio managers who have their own methods of mitigating against stock market risk. Thank you.